So a couple of years ago, I covered like this PragerU adjacent kids show. It technically wasn't made by PragerU, but it really had like massive PragerU vibes. It was made by like a US like right-wing conservative organization that makes children's entertainment. It was called the Tuttle Twins, and I like reacted to one of their episodes years ago. It's just like an overtly like designed to politically indoctrinate kids into right-wing ideology. Like, literally a recurring villain in the show is Karl Marx, who just shows up and does evil shit and the kids fight him. The kids' first cartoon about Bitcoin. Oh my god. Milton Friedman, Inflation in Rome. I mean, you get an idea of what this is, okay? So I covered this like a year or so ago. I did a reaction to their episode on Cuba. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because in Argentina, there's like this state-run children's television network called Paca Paca. And since Milei took power, they have been trying to make this network spread libertarian propaganda while also claiming that they are against, they're like, the government uses money to indoctrinate you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get in there and I'm going to abolish all of these state things. Like I'm going to abolish all of the government-funded television stations, all of the things that they produce and stuff. But what he actually ended up doing is he took the government-funded TV station, and now he's like buying the rights, not even making his own like libertarian propaganda. He's buying the rights to like American libertarian propaganda. So now Javier Milei is showing the Tuttle Twins on Argentine state TV in order to attempt to indoctrinate children into like being right-wing liberals, or like right-wing conservatives, I guess you call it in the US sense, but they're liberals still in reality. I didn't even fucking know this. Apparently, the Tuttle Twins also has a book series. And in one of the books, they have a character who literally is Javier Milei. Holy shit, that's what this is. He's supposed to be that guy. So there was this show that the libertarians really hated. It was like the most famous show on Paca Paca. Like the main character was like this little child who goes through history, like Argentine history and stuff, and like teaches kids about history things. And Milei was insistent that this kid and the show that he featured in was left-wing propaganda, and you can tell by looking at him that a big part of why they fought that has something to do with how this kid looks. There's something about him that I imagine they didn't like very much. So they canceled that show, which was like basically about like a kid traveling through time and like teaching kids about like, surface level Argentine history through that, like the Magic School Bus or some shit, I guess. And Milei has decided to replace this with not even making his own show. He has bought the rights to the Tuttle Twins. And now the Tuttle Twins is like the Argentine government's main means of indoctrinating children to right-wing ideology. They were like, we're going to abolish all of this unnecessary state funding. Why the fuck does the government need a kids' TV show? There's nothing that could ever be useful about that. Blah, blah, blah. But they didn't actually abolish the kids' TV show. They're just like now using it to try and indoctrinate children into their own political ideology, using government funds. Like they literally use government funds to fucking buy like dog shit, like billionaire-funded American TV show where Karl Marx is the villain. Like, this is a channel that used to produce, like, really well-regarded original children's programming. And now, aside from the Tuttle Twins, I fucking shit you not, they bought the rights to fucking Dragon Ball Z. They used state funds to buy the rights to to Tuttle Twins and Dragon Ball Z. I'm not kidding you. So it went from a channel that was like dedicated to like trying to educate kids about history and science and stuff to the Tuttle Twins and Dragon Ball Z. They fired everyone who made the original programming and just started buying random cartoons. And I can tell you why they bought the rights to Dragon Ball Z, because like the Argentine libertarians, like they love Dragon Ball Z for some reason. And Milei's government is full of people who he hired from Twitter, like people who have never worked a day in their life, who do nothing but watch anime and play video games. And I guarantee you one of them was like, hey Milei, let's buy the rights to Dragon Ball Z and put them on Paca Paca. And he did that. Oh my god, the way that the official Tuttle Twins Twitter account announced this is thrilled to announce that Tuttle Twins will be coming to millions of Argentine kids on Paca Paca. They're replacing literal Marxist cartoons. Like, for them, like, a kid traveling through time to meet, like, the most important Argentine independence figure is, like, literal Marxism. For them, like, this is Marxist indoctrination. It's because he's brown. It's because the kid's not white. It's Marxism because he's not white. I mean, I'm just telling you, that's the truth. That's how they think. But get this. They're replacing literal Marxist cartoons with hilarious education about freedom, economics, and individual rights. What's the hashtag? Hashtag Bitcoin! Hashtag Bitcoin! What? Why is there a hashtag Bitcoin? Argentina is a fucking joke. Argentina is more of a joke than El Salvador at this point. How absurdly embarrassing. Like, the Tuttle Twins is a show that has an episode where the kids meet John Locke, and John Locke tells them all about how government-funded education, housing, and healthcare are wrong and should be battled against. This is the thing. This is the thing that Milei spends money on. And they're spending government money on buying the rights to Dragon Ball Z. Welcome to Argentina, the most embarrassing country in world history. We have officially eclipsed the USA. What a proud moment. At least Trump hasn't founded a fucking government TV station where he plays the Tuttle Twins just yet. So I don't doubt that it will happen, but until then, Argentina is more embarrassing.